Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for all your weekly news and goings-on from the week that was in simulation gaming. Alright, so we're going to start off this week with we're going to start off this week with a bit of sad news actually. As our last episode went to air, the news was released, very sad news, that Tom Allensworth, the founder of of the Avsim forums, that he sadly passed away last weekend. Now, Tom has been known throughout his work for flight simulator community for many, many years, and he was been a towering figure in aviation and simulated aviation for many, many years. So we will be sorely missed by all of us for all the changes and all the stimulating conversation that he gave us over the years. So our condolences and our thoughts go out to Tom's family in this time of loss, and we thank you, Tom, for all your dedication to our community, as large as it is and as it continues to grow. So, yes. But as Tom surely would have wanted, we shall move on to other in more engaging news this week. So we're going to start with product releases. So Flight 1 has once again updated their venerable iFly 744 for this time for P3D. So previously available for FSX and for FS9, it is now available in full functionality available for P3D version 2 now. So that you can pick this up. It is a separate purchase, so you can pick it up from your favorite online flight sim retailer. Essentially, not much has really changed. It's just the same stuff that we've seen before, but yeah, this time now in the beauty of Prepared 3D. So if you're a Prepared 3D user and you don't want to try and port stuff over anymore, you've actually got a dedicated version just for you with some tweak stuff for you. So very nice to see, and yeah, it's just good to see, and very interesting that it is fully interactive. It's already preset, ready to go for anybody who has Active Sky Next installed in their system. Speaking of Active Sky Next, have released the newest patch for Service Pack 2.5 for their system. Service Pack 2. So the Service Pack 2 brings along Steam functionality and some updates and some bug fixes as well for both the FSX and for P3D editions as well. And so it is now fully available. There was a shortly after release, there was a patch. There was a glitch with the part of the code that wrote to the exe.xml file. This has been corrected in the latest patch. So if you have been having troubles with it before, definitely make sure you've got the latest patch installed to get everything the best out of it there. So there you go. In other simulation news, the Juggernauts of Coronado have actually released now their PC12, so their ongoing release of their HD series, bringing from the ESP and FSX-based platforms, they took across to X-Plane. So their PC12 HD has now come across to X-Plane 10 and is now available from your favourite online flight sim retailer to purchase. An absolutely delightful aeroplane, and I'm sure X-Plane users out there will be thoroughly delighted with that as well. So, nice to see. Alright, and FS Passengers X. So, it's been quite a while since this little tool's been around. It's sort of very interesting. A lot of people sort of say, well, what's the point of simulation and stuff like that? Well, you know, with titles like Air Hauler and FS Passengers, you actually can sort of build a career and gives you a reason to fly to places that you perhaps wouldn't normally have flown to, so which is kind of cool, a little way of doing things. So FS Passengers X finally received some updates this week, and they received a slew of updates this week, bringing it into 2015 editions. So main thing is that it's done a lot of bug fixes that the community's been asking for quite some time, but now it's also fully compatible with FSX Steam Edition as well as the Legacy Box Edition and FS9. Interestingly enough, it is actually the developers have actually said that it is compatible with both the DV Edition and Steam Edition, even if you've got it installed on both onto the same machine. So you can actually sort of fly in one, fly in the other, and your career will keep going. So it's kind of cool to see as well. So that's a nice little bit of extra thought there went into that from those guys. So yes, thank you very much for that one from FS Passengers. Alrighty, so in other simulation releases as well, of course the guys over at Orbex have once again outdone themselves and put out some new amazing looking stuff. So this time they have released the Blue Canyon Nyack airfield, and this also has come out with three. Actually, this package you get three for the price of one, folks. So you also get the main Kilo Bravo Lima Alpha, which is the Blue Canyon Nyack airfield, which is the main one for the title. But you also get 201 Gasner Field and CO21 Limber Lost Ranch, and you get the Plumas District Hospital and their helipad as well. So, as we've come to expect from Orbex, you've got all the custom mesh, custom polys, custom models as well. So, absolutely amazing looking piece of kit for this one. Don't do a lot of flying in the US myself, so I'm probably not going to be picking this up myself if it's just straight away. But for those who do and know the quality of the Orbex products, this looks like one to actually look at as always. There we are. Okay, changing away from flight simming for just a moment. We're going to have a look at, so there's been a new free-to-play release. Now, this is a driving simulator, this one. So this one is, and I know I'm going to get this wrong here, but Copa Petrovas de Machias. So it's from the Brazilian team here. It's a fully licensed from various vehicle manufacturers, including Ford, Mitsubishi, and General Motors, and Toyota. It's fully licensed. Everything is correct, and it's provided for the grand total price of free, folks. Now, this is just pretty amazing, given the fact that it is a very highly detailed simulator and it's free. Like that's a pretty cool deal. They've also even give the full paint kits available, so you can actually put your own custom paints in as well. So this is looking pretty slick. It follows on the success of iRacing, a few others that have sort of taken the racing simulation type world by storm over the last year or two. So this is going to be a very interesting new competitor to the market. However, very interesting at the moment. They're only doing single player. Not sure. Doesn't seem to be any talk or any definitive yes or no about what's happening with multiplayer into the future. But for now, it is just a single player title. But getting grave and glowing positive reports from people who are using it, so it might be one that we might be checking out in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that one, folks. Alrighty, in other ones, now this one, I saw this one and I seriously thought that I was having like a deja vu back to April Fools or something. So we've got this new title called Domestic Dog Simulator. Now, don't get me wrong, I remember 8-bit games. Some of my favourite games are still 8-bits, you know, they were amazing, they were cool. But this is just kind of whacked. Really whacked. And I kind of really don't have anything to say about it. Basically, you're an 8-bit dog and you're sort of hopping around and peeing and pooping on everything, and that's kind of it. But, you know, if that tickles your fancy, $2 US, you're not going to go wrong. But yeah, so anyway, interesting little thing there. But yeah, there you go. So that's that. I'll just, as I said, I'm just going to leave that right alone, I think. I'm just going to back the way from that. So if you want it, it is available on Steam now. It can also be purchased from the Humble page as well. Alrighty, from the Grave guys over at Dovetail for their Train Simulator 2015, we have a new Network Southeast Class 159 add-on. So this is one of British Rail's popular Sprinter family cars of diesel units. Been all over the UK, you see them everywhere, and sort of, you know, it's still going through. It's starting to get a bit aged now, but, you know, they're a very common sight throughout the UK, throughout the 90s and into the 2000s, so looking pretty detailed, as we see as well, and also get a scenario sort of built in, as you usually get with this one as well, so not too bad, and as we all know, fully compatible with the Steam Workshop as well. So, for train drivers out there, you can get this iconic member of the British Rail family at your leisure. Alright, so as we wrap up for this week, we're going to return back to flight simulation for a moment. So we're going to touch on to the wonderful Dino Cataneo. So a few weeks ago, we reported here that Dino had made the formal announcement that he would be suspending his work on FSX and he'd be focusing on Prepared 3D. So to that end, he's made the announcement that he has confirmed that he is making doing an F-35 project for his P3D version 2.5 work. This one is going to be primarily based around the F-35B, which is the short takeoff and vertical landing one. So he's going to be focusing around that. He's going to be doing higher detailed models, better textures. He's going to be integrating a lot of the features that you get in P3D, which you do not have access to in FSX, such as your infrared, radar modes and stuff like that, which is actually built into the platform of Prepared. Because as we all know, Prepared is not for fun, folks. It's, of course, for serious training. It does look like it's probably going to be TACPack now that TACPack has made its way onto P3D. It may be TACPack enabled as well. But yeah, it is something that's, these couple of screenshots look pretty slick, pretty amazing, and as we all know, Dino's work is going to be amazing. He has given a heads up though that due to the cost of the project, he may not be offering away available as freeware. He may be asking for a small fee, but I tell you what, for the quality work that he does, I'm going to be more than happy to pay it. Really going to be more than happy to pay it. So there you go. Alright folks, well that wraps up the week in simulation news. Thanks very much for tuning in. Don't forget that to like and subscribe here on the channel if you want to see this and more news of course coming forward in the future. And of course you can always find out with all the things that I'm up to now and into the future by following me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Finally, just before we round out guys, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to all the FSX communities as we've partook in the cross-community flight 6 just a few hours ago, and they were absolutely amazing. I'll be posting a video of that in the next few weeks. Lots and lots of fun, and yeah, thank you to Boston Virtual for hosting it. Apparently msflights.net just got nominated for hosting the next one, so stay tuned for your favourite flight simulator community group for all the more information coming of that soon. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.